Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers. I'm going to do a tarot reading for the Queen of England. Real quick, because she just passed away. Rest in peace, my dear. And I was getting ready to do my Aries reading for that almost summer, beginning of fall, my lovelies, and you won't believe what happened. In my pre-reading, I was told you need to do a reading about the Queen because I'm even having a little trouble at work these days, but only to find out that Spirit says that there are real queens and there are people who actually behave very queenly. I'd like to believe that I aspire to be the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands, in the highest regard, above reproach, right? My wandies, my fire signs, and a lot of people think they're queens and they're not. And in this time of switching queens, the England passing the Queen, there's a lot of, she's not the only one that has been dethroned, and she's only dethroned because she needed to move on, right? At 96 years old. Congratulations, a well-lived life, right? We all have our mistakes. I'm not saying she was perfect, but she served in the war, and I've always loved that about her. I've always loved that she was, she really felt it. And I love the royal family because I love their clothes. I do love Meghan Markle and Kate equally. If you read the news and you like them both, it'll make sense to you. But if you just, she was tired when she died. She was ready to go. She was very willing. She was not ready to put on a show. Oh my gosh. Let me give you some Knight of Pentacles. Oh, damn. She was a queen, but she felt she lived like a knight probably because she believed in the servitude of it. She really served her country. She believed in her heart. Like I said, she served in World War II. A lot of princesses could find better things to do than to become a mechanic in a war. And what we're looking at here is this Eight of Swords. She was beginning to feel like she was a figurehead and not actually doing the work, which really kind of was, I've even heard her interviews, and she didn't like to see the work not being done. There's just too much to be done. And she was beginning to feel this Eight of Swords thing, like being caught in a cage. And even though you're a beautiful creature in a cage, it's not, it's that game where you need to be alive and you need to be living. And she was willing to give that up and move on to her heavenly rewards. I have the Hierophant card here. It is a Taurus card. I actually don't know the Queen sign. I just love her. I thought she was sweet. I thought she had some funny stories. I remember some guy came to work at the palace once, and he heard an old woman's voice offer him some tea, and he said sure. And this old lady brought the tea, and as she was walking out, he realized it was the Queen. He just met the Queen and got brought tea, even though he didn't look up from his work. Again, do the work, appreciate the work. One of the things I'm going through right now is during one of my prior readings, I did mention that I was quiet quitting, which isn't true. I actually misspoke. I have been through quiet quitting, but I have completely taken a whole new level of control over my job this last 2 years. Like really held on to the kite string of my career, and I'm actually pulling the strings for myself now, as opposed to only just doing work for other people. And working for myself, even though I'm doing work for a company. And doing the work is probably the biggest message the Queen has ever given. If you do the work, a lot can happen. Even modest living. She loved that modest living too. Wonderful stuff. Great life. I think she can say, yeah, you're sitting with angels now. I don't doubt it. Even with the errors that she did, there are things of servitude. She was queen, but I really feel she lived to serve with this Knight of Pentacles. She took a long, short trip across England over many, many years to manage the throne and manage her realm. She did, definitely. England is a beautiful place, and I think she could be proud of it. And I don't think you should be entirely ashamed that this woman was your queen. I don't think I would be ashamed. I can't even remember bad things she did because she was so well viewed. her negatives were just so few and so, hard to find. She's definitely one of them women that other little girls can look up to and be like, damn, that's what it is to be queen. Not trying to get somebody to lose their job, over, a poor word choice. And it wasn't even like cussing or nothing. I just said, I'm going through a quiet quitting, which is true because I was going through a quiet quitting, but I actually turned it around. And when you find out you're living a queenly existence, you're above reproach, you're doing things the way you're supposed to do, you're serving for the good of all over a long term. Remember, longest ruling monarch, long trip for Knight of Pentacles. Here it is. All for the queen. Nice job. And that's why you get, an angel just got her wings. Congratulations. My condolences to the family. I believe Harry's in England right now, which is marvelous because I can't imagine anything worse than having been away from somebody I love deeply when they died, a continent away. Nothing has hurt me more than being away from somebody like that. And I'm sure she called him in as the queen. I'm sure she did. We have the abilities. We have the energies. If this 96-year-old woman can do it, why can't we? Again, the message from the queen, do the work. You won't believe the rewards. Rest in peace, my love. And thank you for listening, everyone.